Anthony, what's up? Welcome to Chad TV, week 9.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man? Give us a quick rundown of what took place, what what of note happened this week.
It's a good question. I just feel like I just kind of locked in a little bit more seriously this week than usual. Just like a little bit more of longer hours for sure. In a good way though, like not strenuous, but just like staying up till midnight, just working a lot more throughout the day. And just waking up a little bit earlier than I was and just putting in a little bit more work because I felt like I actually had things to work on comparative to the past where I felt like, I didn't have as much to work on, as
What
many
are
different
you
projects.
what are you working on that makes you feel that way?
Uh, just business, work, getting better at my skills, uh, music. I mean, it's the same shit. There's just more.
I want to switch it up. So, I want you to talk about the fucking high ticket sales closer flywheel.
I'm like really, like, to be honest, I'm really sick of talking about business. And I don't mean on here, because I'll gladly talk about that. But like, I just kind of came to the conclusion, like, I'm really sick of talking about business. I just think it's like really gay. Like, I realized, like, this isn't our fault, but like, yesterday we went out with this dude, and like, all we had to talk about is business. And that's because it's all we do. And we're like, a lot of our conversations are based on like money and business and grind and sales and all this. And I just feel like it's just like taking up an unhealthy amount of my mental bandwidth.
What do you want to spend your mental bandwidth on?
Like almost like not caring as much about the logistical side of business whatsoever and just like being more present. Like I feel like when I start talking about business sometimes I get really wrapped up in the future and in all the tasks that have to get done throughout the day. And it's like cool to do all that, but doing it more so like I feel like I don't know. Maybe it was because I was on Twitter more than usual this week. I usually don't go on Twitter, and I was on Twitter a little bit more regularly, and it's just that's all it fucking is, and it's just kind of gay. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. I'm just expressing in the moment because I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like everybody's just fucking always talking about like business and sales. Everybody I'm around, and it's just like fucking. It's just like annoying, almost.
Mm. So you're not going to talk about the closer flywheel?
I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it. High ticket closing is a really good opportunity to get exposed to business. It's a really great opportunity. It's a terrible way to build wealth, to make money, and to achieve. It depends on what you want. It's a good way to get involved from business, and it's a good way to go from like working some sort of bullshit job, like when you're a young kid, working a job that's like a regular job, like I don't know, Home Depot or Lowe's, or like if you have a restaurant job or like some fucking normie, brokey fucking job.
Peasant.
It's a great way to get out of that and to actually get paid on your effort and not necessarily your time. But it's really I've had some friends that like did really well as closers. And we're pretty much all at the same spot, even though they've been doing it a lot longer than me. They've made more money than me because they've done it longer. But everybody comes to the same conclusion of you need to do your own thing because it's not a career, in my opinion, because you're at the mercy of the businesses that you work for. Their lead flow might suck. They might decide to shut the business down. And it's just like there's ebbs and flows of it. And you just always have to be looking for another offer to jump on to consistently keep that going and new opportunities. And if you're doing that every couple months, it just kind of like, I think that's why a lot of people just go and do their own thing. So
Why?
That go ahead.
Why do you think it's so volatile?
Cuz it's a bullshit industry. Like people are selling information, which is great. We have so much consciousness that's accessible that you can download and tap into and learn and improve your skills. But I think really where the real money's going to be in the future, not to actually, this is going off on a side tangent. Like everybody's looking for an alternative way to make money, typically online, because if you can do that, you know, financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom seems to be associated with that, which is true to a certain extent. Um, so everybody's trying to capitalize on that and sell information that allows people to tap into it. But the root problem actually is that like jobs out in the world, like jobs you work with your hands, you just can't support. It's like impossible, at least in America, to live on like $4 grand a month, $5 grand a month, and like a lot of regular jobs that should, you know, pay people a lot more than they do, in my opinion. They don't. So everybody kind of needs an alternative method. But you have a lot of people trying to capitalize on this desire to generate more financial freedom in their life. And so people are capitalizing by trying to sell information and guidance and mentorship. And a lot of people do it from their heart and they're really good. But a lot of people are doing it as a cash grab. And a lot of people are doing it and really like pushing it to the limit of like what's possible. Like people are so good at marketing. Like, okay, you're selling information, but you're trying to do it on like a massive scale and like cast out this wide fucking net and like and I just, that's what I feel like is bullshit. It's like people are seeing stuff and being exposed to stuff super unnaturally right now, in my opinion.
You
And there's
basically, you mean like biz ops for beginners, like 0 to
yeah,
10
yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
They're
Shit
trying
like
to get every normie
yeah,
who hates their job possible.
yeah. I think it's like when I was in high school and even when I was right out of high school, I mean, yeah, I wasn't on social media in the same extent that I'm on it now in the different pockets. They probably didn't even exist. But dude, I never heard of anybody wanting to even make money, let alone like oh, you need to make 10 grand a month. You need to make 30 grand. Like that wasn't even a thing. So it's like now it's like I feel like every motherfucking person I talk to, that's all they talk about. So maybe I'm just like around the that many people. But my point is like you could tell like my personal frustrations coming out in these questions right now because it's just like, dude, I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that shit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So if somebody was, what would you tell somebody who's in a situation like, dude, like I fucking hate my job. I want to make money online. That's where the money is. Like,
I would really ask them to do a deep analysis of what they think that's going to do for them.
Where would you hope to lead them with that?
Wes Watson, I watched the video today. I haven't been watching him that often as of recently. And I watched him today and he's like, I was riding in my car, my $5 million Bugatti car. And he was riding with like a client or something like him. And he's like, I always ride with these people. And they're like, oh man, I can't wait till I make 100 grand a month. And he's like, why? He's like, you're already in my fucking car. He's like, we're already going to my mansion. He's like, what the fuck does it matter? And like, that like hit me like that's exactly where I'm at with everything because he said all that really matters as far as the quality of your life is the quality of your thoughts and your actions. So all these motherfuckers that are out here just pressing the issue. See what it is. I'm just going to go off right now because I'm just like holding it back and I'm stuttering and shit. Bro, there's such a fucking agenda being pushed of like scarcity mindset through all these marketers. Like why do you have to go make money? You should want to make money not just for the sake of wanting to make money because you think it's going to give you something that it's not going to give you. It's not going to give you a better quality of thought. It might give you a little bit of better of quality of life, but there are people that are broke that have really good quality of thoughts, and those are the people that make money a lot quicker when then they are exposed naturally to the right opportunity. So I just think like what's being out here right now, and we've experienced this, I've experienced it, all my friends, like, dude, everybody's so obsessed with making money in like such unnatural ways, in my opinion, for like such the wrong reasons. That's what I'm coming to a conclusion to. Like, why is it on everybody's brain at every single second? Like, why is it the bane of their existence, in a sense, it seems like, to everybody? It's consuming and monopolizing their minds and their language and their actions. And I don't know, I've been observing that a lot more, and I just think it's like really, really, really silly. And I don't want to live like that anymore. That doesn't mean I'm not going to go out here and work, but I'm going to be working to improve myself and improve the quality of my thoughts and to work on my actions every single day. I don't know. I think I consumed too much content today, and I just got really pissed off. And I'm trying to make sense of it all on camera right now.
I think it's a really clear point you're making, and it makes a lot of sense. So if you feel like you're rambling, you're definitely not. But I want to round it off. Like, what do you propose as a solution? Could you dive more into that?
So if somebody's like, yo, I don't like my job and I want to make money online, I would ask them why and ask them to do a deep analysis to figure out what they don't like about their life right now. Because if they're not super clear on what it is they actually don't like, how do they know that's going to be the right solution? I think a lot of people are very unclear on what they actually don't like about their mindset, their thoughts, their day-to-day life, and they just think money is going to be the band-aid of doing it, and it's not always the case.
Yeah, so do you think if they did a deep enough dive, they wouldn't want to make money anymore?
No, I still think they would want to make money, but I think that they'd have a better mindset about the ways to maybe go make money, and they'd be more like the right opportunity would actually come to them. It'd be magnetic to them, as opposed to them like putting themselves in some other type of opportunity that might not be a great fit. And I'm speaking from experience on that, because I just wanted to make money and I started doing a bunch of shit like years ago that wasn't necessarily aligned. And then like the right opportunities just kind of came my way. So that's where I feel like, I'm just around all these people that they just want to make money for like, I don't really get it.
Because Tate told them to.
Pretty much. Yeah. Like before he was even around, like I don't even think people were thinking this way. I think it's a good way to think. Like, you do need money. Like, it's right. There's a lot of merit to it. But there's two sides of the spectrum. Yeah, I might not have credibility. I don't have as much money as Andrew Tate, right? But, like, dude, the percentage of people that are going to ever reach that level of wealth is, like, very, very, very few. But the amount of people that could reach the level of peace that guy probably has in his mindset, that's achievable by anybody. And he does talk about that. So I think if more people focused on that aspect, they'd make the adequate amount of money that they need to live the type of quality life that they want.
That's a great point.
So that's what I'm shooting for right now. It's like a lot of subtraction, like removing the negative thoughts, the people, the energy that I just noticed, like a lot of people that I got around that make money, they have such broken mindsets, even though they have even more money than I do. And it's like, it bothers me because like I'm absorbing that energy, and it's like, okay, maybe I didn't hit like I always think too, maybe I didn't hit like my big bag. For those of you who know me, watched this in the past, I've hit like, good 6 figures bags, but I haven't hit that like monstrous bag yet. And I always think like it's a blessing that I didn't hit that yet, because like what if I went into like the wrong vehicle and entered down a lifestyle that I didn't want to go just because I was trying to make money? Like, I don't want that. Like, I could develop the quality of thoughts and the actions in my life that I'd want when I'm wealthy, super wealthy, right now. And it's just, I noticed like everybody around me recently, not to take shots at anybody, like a lot of people just operate out of scarcity all day, and it's just like super frustrating and gay and annoying. It's just like, it doesn't make sense to me. not to take shots, but like, yo, I was going through shit with like sales and sales manager, and I get people want you to perform better. Like my job is to bring money in for people. We have a business. Our job is to make money to provide, right? I'm not saying don't provide, do what you have to do on a day-to-day basis. But what is the mindset around that? What's the dialogue that you're having on a day-to-day basis with all of that? And just a lot of people that have money still just have such negative energy, and it's just fucking, I absorb energy like a motherfucker, so that's why I have to expel it right now. I'm done rambling. I'm done ranting. Ask me something else or we could end it. Ask me a lighter question.
We just clocked 15 minutes, and I
Yeah.
think you really dropped a lot of gems there. So I mean, like, is there anything else you'd want to touch on before we call it?
Um. Well, I think a lighter note to round all this off would be like, none of us know when we're gonna die. None of us know when we're gonna go, right? And so it's like, when you go, when it's that last day, when your head hits the pillow for the last time, do you want to go to sleep like at peace, or do you want to go to sleep like with a knowing that, like, with a feeling of, oh, I didn't do what I didn't get to where I wanted to go. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we're humans. No matter where you get, you're always going to have some sort of desire to go to the next level, but you can get rid of the scarcity that exists between your ears and your head, and you can go to sleep at peace. So I think a lot of people just need to focus on that, and that's what I'm working on myself.
All right, bro. Till next time.
Peace.